Good morning, YouTubers. T Square with T Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Have I got an awesome video planned out for you guys today. Today, I am going to tell you a little known secret. Some people know it. Some people know it and don't want to share it. It could be one of my most important videos that I've done in a while, and I think it's going to be the most beneficial to you because I hear it time and time again. How am I going to know? It seems like every time I buy silver, the price dips the next day. And if I had only waited that one more day, there is a way you can kind of foresee the future. It's not 100% accurate. It's accurate about 90% of the time. I'm going to show you guys this little trick that I do, and it really helps me catch the dips a little bit. Like I said, it's not 100%. There's already someone writing a comment. Before I even got to explain how this works, they're already writing the comment about there's no way to predict the markets or whatever. But I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And it's not 100% accurate, but I want you to try it, and then you can comment in a video in like a week or two and say, hey, I've been doing that ever since I started doing it. It works for me, so I'm going to keep rolling with it. It's something a lot of people don't share. It is based off a comment. Someone commented the other day, every time I buy silver, the price dips right after. If you want to know when silver is going to dip, send me some money. I'll put in an order, and then you buy the next day and watch if it don't dip. And it kind of made me laugh a little bit. And then it's also based off a comment that I had 2 nights ago on a video that I did where I said the price of silver is $30. And a lot of people, no, it wasn't. It's $29.40, $29.50. And there's a couple different things you can look at. And some people knew what I was looking at when I was looking at it, but I didn't actually say it in the video. But it is habit because I do pull up that chart a lot. So we're going to take a look at that. I think it's going to be extremely helpful for you guys, and it will kind of give you guys a little insight. And I'm not hard on other YouTubers. I know somebody made that comment. I feel like sometimes YouTubers know what's going on because they look at the same numbers that I look at. A lot of us look at the same things. But some of them intentionally tell you should go out and buy today, even though they know it's going to dip tomorrow. How do they know? Well, we're going to talk about that today, and you can make your own decisions. I don't mind if a YouTuber is, they're showing stuff and they know or they don't know and they're just kind of talking. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. They're showing you their products that they picked up. They're giving you their opinion. It is an opinion at the end of the day because this is not 100% accurate. But if you've got a huge following and you're telling people to buy and then the next day it's taking a huge hit, and you could have looked at the markets and seen, then that upsets me a little bit. So we're going to take a look. We're going to jump in. If you enjoyed today's video, take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. I hope this is useful to you. Some of y'all will know right off what I'm already talking about. Some of you that are newer may not even know this trick. Some of you may already use it just like me. And hey, I'm not going to lie. If I can save 50 cents, I'm going to buy 60 ounces. That's going to get me a whole extra free ounce of silver. I'll take 31 for the price of 30 any day of the week. I mean, even if it's only one. And I know some people will say, 50 cents is not going to make a difference if silver goes where we all know it's going to go. And you're right. But if you're going to put that extra money in, why not get that extra ounce for free? I'm trying to grow my stack as fast as I can, acquire as many ounces as I can. And so that's why it's important that I do this. So I think this is going to be helpful to you. If you enjoy the video, please take a quick minute, hit the thumbs up button, especially if you find this helpful and you didn't know it. If you want to become a member, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you want to become a member, help the channel out, it's only $1.99 to become a member. You can join the ranks of all these other great members. If you don't have it in the cards right now, it's no big deal. I still thank you for subscribing, commenting, being a valuable part of the channel. But I am trying to promote the memberships, obviously. It's only $1.99 every month. You have a chance to get some really cool prize. And some people really like the items, and it kind of pays for itself right off in some cases. So jumping right in, though, because now... Oh, man, I never even hit my timer. I tried to time the video so I know how far in I am. Okay, so jumping right in, what am I talking about this knowing what's going to happen in the price? So right here, this is the price of silver right now. This is the spot price chart. And it's important that you remember that I just said live spot price. Right now, it's $30.10. Some of y'all remember last night, well, I should say yesterday morning at this time, I did a video and I said the price of silver was $30. A lot of people left me a comment, no, it's $29.50. Well, what happened? It went up. How did it show me the future price? I kind of just gave away a big hint. How did it tell me that it was over 30 when everybody else was seeing a lower number? Now, we showed you guys yesterday all the different prices, and we talked about them a little bit. Some people knew right off what was going on, but it was brought to my attention that some people didn't realize how to play this. Now, the other number that I'm going to show you guys, and this number might scare some of you, $30.69. Well, what? What is that? That's the future price. And a lot of people don't know the difference between the future price and the spot price. So we're going to actually read a couple definitions for you, and then we're going to talk a little bit about them. So the spot price. The spot price at which silver can be bought or sold immediately delivered. It reflects the current supply and demand in the silver market. This is usually the spot price should be, in a lot of cases, what you're paying at the coin store. When you go to your coin store, what are you paying? You're usually paying spot price plus whatever the premium. Well, then what is the future price exactly? And we're going to talk both about these in a minute. The future price is the price at which silver is agreed to be bought and sold at a future date, as set out in futures contracts. Futures contracts can be affected by market expectations and other costs. So basically, when all the market analysis are pointing to silver going up, the futures price goes up because people are buying those contracts. And at this exact moment in time, and as you can see, you won't see this video until tomorrow morning. But as you can see, I am shooting this video at 12:08 on Tuesday morning. So it just became Tuesday morning. You guys won't see this for about 6 hours because I set my videos to go live every morning to start at 6:02. So you won't see this right off. You're going to see this in 6 hours from now. And in 6 hours from now, you could see a little bit of a climb. But I want you to remember that the silver price at the time of filming this is $30.12. But the futures price is already $30.67. Now, some people are going to say, well, if you know it's going to go to 67, I should hurry up and buy right now because that's like a 50-cent jump, and that's great. But on the flip side, I'm going to get into a little bit of a longer point here in a minute on why I'm still not buying, even though I know it's going to go up 50 cents in the next. I think it's going to even inch up a little bit higher. Typically, Wednesdays lately have been the middle of the week, and I say lately, middle of the week. It's always the middle of the week, but lately Wednesdays we've been seeing that climb, and then we kind of see it dip back down as the weekend comes closer. Who knows why? It's that there's cycles and trends and what's going on, but that's something we've been seeing. Usually Wednesdays we've been having a little bit higher of a day. Now I think though we're going to continue to see silver inch up slowly between now and the next Fed meeting. For those of you that don't know, there is a Fed meeting coming January 28th and 29th at the end of this month. Who knows what's going to happen? But statistically, we usually see the dollar, the DXY chart, get stronger right before the Fed meeting. And maybe that's a coincidence. Maybe that's they want to strengthen it a little bit before the Fed meeting because they want people to have confidence in the dollar as the Fed meeting's going on. And then after the Fed meeting, we start to see it dip. Now, someone may be looking at this chart right now. This chart is only 1 day, so it's not really showing you a fair chart. I mean, this makes it look like the dollar's coming down drastically when you look at that chart. It's not. I mean, in fact, they've been pretty well promoting it and making the dollar look better and better as you go out, we'll say a month. They're making the dollar look stronger and stronger. And we talked about how they do that in a previous video. But with that being said, I think that as the Fed meeting gets closer, they're going to try to make the dollar look as strong as they can before the Fed meeting. Now, once the Fed meeting comes, there's a chance they're going to cut interest rates 0.25%. They may not do anything just yet, but we'll see what happens. We don't know what they're going to talk about during that time, what's going to come out of it. However, if they do cut interest rates, it's going to be in their best interest to make the DXY look better. And if the DXY looks better, it statistically will beat down precious metals. And then once they announce a rate cut of 0.25%, all of a sudden people view that as, and it's true, us watering down the money supply. And then you see that jump back up in silver and gold. So what I think they're trying to do right now is get people to put in their orders. They want people to buy, right now. And so we're seeing it climb. And then all of a sudden they can beat it down just before the Fed meeting, because we've all spent our money at that point. And then when the Fed meeting happens, the price goes right back up again. Now, none of this is an exact science. I'm telling you guys what I'm looking at. And when you start looking at these numbers, you can kind of look at it too. So what I want people to start doing over the next week or 2 weeks, take a quick minute and Google the spot silver price and the futures silver price, and start to look at the pattern of how the spot price follows the futures price. Right now, the futures price is at $30.67. It would make sense that we will see the spot price start to climb slowly. Will we see ups and downs throughout the day? Absolutely. But we will see it gradually work its way up into a higher price. And we could even see it go up to $31. Now, a question comes up. Why are you not buying right now if you know it's going to go up? If you really believe that 50 cents is good, you just said it. I'm looking at the good dip. I'm looking for the good deal. If you don't have a lot of silver already, then I probably wouldn't gamble. I would just get your silver and wait like we all did. But if you've already got a little silver under your belt and you're like, do I want to put my order in this week or next week? Then that's why I'm waiting, because I want to save as much as I can. Like I said, every 50 cents matters, but $2 would be great. Could it happen? It can happen. It will happen slow. It's not going to happen instantly, but I still believe we could see a dip. Now, some of these people on YouTube are saying we're going to see $20 silver, $25 silver. I don't think it's going to go that low. Could we see $28 silver? I would love to see $28 silver, because I know as they push it down, they can't keep it down forever. And what pushes it down is huge amounts of paper contracts that come out and drive the price of silver down. Now, I'm looking at the debt clock, the U.S. debt clock right now. And as you can see on the U.S. debt clock, there's something over here called paper to silver. Let's see where it's at. Dollar silver, paper to silver ratio, 380.6 to 1. What is that? That means there's 380 contracts for an ounce of silver compared to every physical 1 ounce of silver. That means it's a game of musical chairs. There's one chair and there's 380 people walking around it. Only one person is going to get that ounce of silver. Now, they know this. It's not a secret. They've actually been asked, well, how do you explain how that's going to settle out when it settles? And they said in one answer, price will fix everything. And they're right. Price will fix everything. Because at $30 is worth $30 an ounce for silver, I'll take the ounce of silver. $40, I'll take the ounce of silver. $50, I'm thinking. I've already got my silver. So if I had a paper contract, me getting rid of some at $50 an ounce, I might be tempted to take $50 an ounce. $60 an ounce, $70 an ounce. Eventually, we're going to narrow out everybody, and that's it. And then they don't have to default because they convince someone to take paper. Paper will solve everything. The thing is, wouldn't you want to buy when you almost know 100% you're going to do well? And, I actually filmed this video earlier tonight, and it turned into like a 40-minute video. Because right after I finished this talk, I ended up starting talking about how we know the dollar is collapsing. As in, some high-up people know this, and it got slipped out. And we're going to talk about that in probably tomorrow morning's video. And that way you can be on the up and up and know what's going on. Because this person didn't come out and say that with no backing. He understands what's going on. Like him or hate him, he knows that the answers are there. So we're going to talk about that. And So with that being said, you kind of want to make sure that you have your silver. Now, this 380 to 1, if you're sitting on your ounce, you got yours. You're not playing the musical chairs. You're already sitting on the sideline with your ounce. So that's why I say I would not be putting off your purchase necessarily if you don't have any silver. But most of you guys that have been following the channel, you've been stacking for a little while, anywhere from a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 6 months, maybe even a year, maybe even a lot longer. And you're just following the channel, picking up tips and tricks where you can, get a little extra confidence, get a little bit more understanding. Maybe you just like my charming personality. I don't know. But needless to say, with that being said, you have to understand, what's going on. And I don't want anybody that ain't holding silver, they've got none, to say, I waited and now I'm paying $21, $22. Because ultimately, this is going to pop and silver is going to go a lot higher. Now, I like to say it's going to go to the moon, but moon is an opinion. It's like saying it's going to go up. How up? Your up may not be my up. If I say silver is going to go really high, is your really high my really high? I hear some channels. I heard one channel tell me the other day, it blew my mind, $7,000 silver, and I'm like, I couldn't help but laughing. Do I like listening to them? Yeah, they put some truth out there, like a car salesman, but they're also putting a little bit of finesse in it that you need a lot of what ifs to happen to see $7,000 silver. You don't need a lot of what ifs to happen to see $50 silver, to see $100 silver. I would love to see $100 silver. Does it mean the world's going to come to an end? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all. It means that prices will go up, the dollar will get watered down, and that's it. And people want a new cell phone, they're going to pay it. And let's be honest, most people aren't even paying it anyway. They're just charging it. And it's an IOU, and then they're going to pay their little $20 a month for the next 4 years, 5 years, who knows what now. I mean, when I used to look at cars, I remember when a car was like a 3-year note or a 4-year note. Then it was a 5-year note, a 6-year note. I heard someone say that there are 7-year notes for cars now. Homes used to be a 20-year note, a 30-year note. I heard there's 40-year notes now. I even heard there's a 50-year house note now. By 50 years from now, I will be paying on my house as they are burying me, if that was the case. And it's kind of funny, but they have to do that because it doesn't matter how much something costs. It doesn't even matter the interest, in their opinion. It only matters the minimum payment. And that's how they trick a lot of people. They will have you working until they're burying you, if they can. And that's why it's important that you understand money and what's going on and a lot of the things that we talk about on the channel. So with that being said, today I wanted you guys to understand the difference between the future silver price, which is right now at $30.68, and $30.13, which is the spot price. So you can go on your Google, talk to your Google, and just say, okay, Google. Oh, I can't say it too loud because I got Google right above me, and she listens to everything. I mean, she'll even start talking in the middle of the day when I'm just sitting there. And I'm like, dude, really? Stop snooping. But you can ask, what is the silver spot price? What is the silver's future price? If you see a lower silver future price than spot price, that would lead you to believe the price is going to dip. And if it's going to dip, you can catch it. And the bigger the spread, the better. If the futures price is higher than the spot price, that leads you to believe it's going to jump. And you want to be especially paying attention to that so you can maybe put your order in before it jumps. Now, like I said, it's not 100%. It is pretty accurate. I use it a lot of the time. I like it. And I think you guys should actually just start watching it and checking it out and see how it does for you. With that being said, I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want to get into too many other topics because the video drags out and people will never watch a 40-minute video, 50-minute video, unless you're just driving or you're just sitting there and it's just playing while you're cooking breakfast. I don't mind long videos because of that. I'll cook my breakfast. I'll eat my breakfast while it's playing like a news because I don't want to listen to mainstream news because it's the same thing on every channel. It's all propaganda. It's all everything is great. It's all hearsay. It's nonsense to me. I'll get my news from YouTubers like me that know what's going on and they're following it. Whether they're in a certain country following an issue that I'm curious about, or whatever the case may be. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you already use this method, let me know what you think. And if you'd like to become a member, it's only $1.99. You have a shot at winning a cool prize. And we do some kind of special event for our members every month, so it's a lot of fun. Plus your comments go straight to my phone, although lately I've been really good about answering every comment. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.